What is nature tourism? First of all, we would like to define the term tourism. It is the act and process of spending time away from home in pursuit of recreation, relaxation and pleasure, while making use of the commercial provisions and services. Nature tourism, therefore, refers to tourism that has its focus on or its destination in a natural area. Accordingly, nature tourism refers to traveling to scenic locations, mainly to enjoy the beauty of nature. What man's medicine do is also one very special form of nature tourism. When we came across them in the Blue Mountains, the Wentworth Falls were their safe space to recreate and let out their emotions and feelings.
Industry is growing at an incredible pace. An increase of 8% has been reported between 2017 and 2018, but not enough has been done to prepare the country for damage to the biggest Australian nature attractions: the Great Barrier Reef, the natural wilderness, national parks and the rainforest. All of them are considered to be threatened by tourism and climate change. The government's National Tourism 2020 plan does not mention the need to improve sustainability, one of the major goals of nature tourism. Most government and industry plans on tourism are focused on growth, but they don't look at the other side of the coin, which is the risk. Even though many hotels, resorts, airlines and zoos have taken steps towards reaching the sustainability goal, a national plan is lacking. Malaysia is a tropical forest country with many natural sources, an enormous biological diversity, over 15,000 species of flowering plants, endless white sandy beaches and dense rainforests. The country owns the potential to develop ecotourism by preserving the environment, people's way of life and cultural heritage. In 1995, the country accepted the National Ecotourism Plan to assist the government in planning potential development in ecotourism. The task of the government includes planning and coordination of funds to develop infrastructure in ecotourism destinations, sponsor costs of technical consultancy work, and most importantly, to bridge joint efforts between different sectors that are involved in the development, like private sectors, local communities, and different levels of the government itself. However, irresponsible ecotourism-based tour operators in the market, as well as the lack of consistency in the policy making and the implementation driven by the government, have prevented a successful development of ecotourism. Furthermore, ecotourism operators in Malaysia can be divided into 3 different types, which unfortunately don't share the same definitions of ecotourism. Destinations: Southeast Asia and Australia have rich natural resources, beautiful and diverse flora and fauna, and many unique animal species, which makes them very popular tourist destinations. In both regions, tourism has rapidly been growing in the last couple of years and constitutes a very important factor to the economy. Unfortunately, great damage to the natural environment has been observed due to the increase in visitors that come every year to visit the beautiful destinations. Especially non-profit organizations try to achieve sustainability and improve the implementation of ecotourism. However, the government and different actors that are involved in the process often hinder the process due to different goals they are trying to achieve. Especially in Southeast Asia, this problem is very prominent. The implementation of the Eco Certificate in Australia is a very good way to encourage companies to strive for sustainable tourism. Moreover, it is important to also raise awareness and encourage tourists to pay more attention to the type of tourism they pursue and to look out for certificates like the Eco Certificate when they are planning their next holiday.
Ecotourism is a special form of nature tourism. As the term implies, it is a form of tourism that has its primary focus on ecological sustainability. This involves being responsible for the conservation, understanding and appreciation of the natural environment, but also the local people and their culture. The International Ecotourism Society defines ecotourism as responsible travel to natural areas that conserves the environment, sustains the well-being of the local people, and involves interpretation and education. Activities include traveling to destinations with flora and fauna and cultural heritages. It includes going to and learning about places with cultural and historical importance. Examples would be trekking, birdwatching, or going on wildlife tours. Ecotourism is one of the fastest growing sectors of the tourism industry worldwide. But how does the situation look like in Australia? A very popular issue are the many tourists climbing Uluru. These tourists are not only endangering the natural environment by trespassing, illegal camping, and dumping rubbish, but also ignore the cultural importance that the Sacred Man's site has to traditional owners. As many tourists are not yet seeing the urge for ecotourism, climbing the rock is officially banned from October this year on. This makes visiting Uluru a more ecotouristic experience for everyone. When it comes to ecotourism in Australia, the not-for-profit organisation Ecotourism Australia is the one to be asked. They focus on inspiring environmentally sustainable and culturally responsible tourism. At the moment, they represent more than 500 environmentally responsible ecotourism operators, 1,600 products, and an ever-increasing number of ecotourism destinations. Ecotourism Australia also awards the Eco Certificate. The certification comes in 3 different categories: nature tourism, ecotourism, and advanced ecotourism. Have a look at the Green Travel Guide. In order to be certified, the businesses must fulfill criteria in 8 different sections. In these days, ecotourism experiences a major boost as many tourists have become aware of the need for making tourism economically sustainable.
The purpose of sustainable tourism is to protect the environment and natural resources. However, the industry can lead to opposite effects. Increased popularity of a destination can lead to overtaxed resources and overuse of natural attractions. Wildlife becomes disrupted, and an expensive infrastructure providing access to remote areas increases the carbon footprint. Another important aspect of nature tourism is to benefit the local community. Often though, international developers and their hotels and stores take money away from the local economy, and locals are affected by an inflation in prices. Moreover, corrupt governments often leave little of the profit for local communities. Sustainable Tourism Council legally registers non-profit organizations, national governments, leading travel companies, and individual companies, all making an effort to achieve sustainability. One of its main tasks is the management of CSTC criteria, the global baseline standards for sustainable travel tourism. Moreover, one important goal of the organization is to increase knowledge about sustainable tourism. It is developing tools and resources to facilitate and support the implementation of sustainable practice and to provide training to hotels, tour operators, destination managers, and educational consultants and academic institutions.